even in Mayapur, it was the center of logic, center of nyaya. There was no love of God except for, there was, of course, Jayadev, his wonderful cohorts. But he found himself, despite the fact of his Mahavishnu, he found it difficult or impossible to inaugurate the chanting, especially in that area where everything about an idea of a personal God was extinct rather than extant. And so he prayed for Mahaprabhu to come. He kindly came and established this incredible process of Kirtan, chanting the holy names, public, public chanting is the most wonderful, blessed thing. And I think it's something that saves my life. Occasionally I go to London and we have a kirtan there. I did it actually for years and years and years, and then, I don't know, COVID and other things, health, I stopped doing it. But just recently I've gone back to the streets of London again, and we torment the people on Oxford Street with the holy names. And it's such fun to torment them, because we make them smile and make them laugh. And there's very few people who are against us, it seems. Occasionally we get some things, but that's to be expected, that's fine. And what I was thinking about the devotees is how amazing they are when they get together. They're so potent. So we have the kirtan, but then that's the kind, if you like, the hub of it. But around it is where the real incredible work. The girls go out the front and they drag people in and make them dance and spin them around. Some of the boys do as well. And while this is all going on, the kirtan's going nuts, because I'm nuts. And then you get the book distributors come along the sides and they see who's favourable or whatever, and they pick them off, and it's just like a beehive of worker bees and all the different bees that there are in the hive. And it's such a joy. And when you see that happening, and with non-devotees really getting it, it's such a warm sensation in the heart. And you think, yeah, it's really, really, this is the real thing. There should be more of this. And considering in the spiritual world, everyone is singing and dancing, no one's talking, no one's walking, they're all singing and dancing. So we better get the more of it that we can bring about and manifest in this world. The more ready people are going to be to enter the spiritual world. And when I think of what Mahaprabhu did, and what Nityananda Ram also did, and what their followers, disciples and friends and family members did, it's almost the most incredible revolution in history. I sometimes watch the Channel 91 and it's all about the mess that we made of it all the wars, the non-stop wars from God knows back to when there was a camera and a historian. And everywhere is just troubled, and it really, if you had any doubt that the age of Kali is becoming, getting into top gear, then just watch these programs and you think, these madmen are running the world. They're running the world, and we've got the answer. So we have to be active, and we have to just get to it, and just whatever we've got left in us. I'm 76 now, and I don't have much fuel left in the tank, so to speak. But I'm so determined to do something to alert people to the imminent danger, very present danger that we're all in, and to the joy and the hope and the happiness and the resolution through revolting against the way things are set up. You know, the Beatles sang, I used to, the song It's Getting Better, that's worth a listen to. How the teachers who taught me weren't cool, turning me around, spinning me around with their rules, filling me up with the rules. But anyway, it's up to us, it's not up to them. And so this revolution starts in a very personal way. Remembering Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya, Nityananda Ram. And we've just got to work. We've got to get to work. We've got to be ready to make some sacrifice of some sort. And every day someone has to hear something from us. Even if it's just a kindness, even if it's just a smile, they'll think, oh, those devotees are quite nice people, aren't they? Their devotional life has just begun. And if you work up the ladder and go into the higher stages of sacrifice, you get out there and chant, you get out there, distribute books, you get out there doing all kinds of manner of things. There's no limitation to how, whatever your circumstances, you can do something. And that little something will turn the tide for that person. Maybe not in this life, but in the previous, in their lives to come. I remember one of the devotees sent his children. They were something like 13 and 16, something like that. 2 girls. To me for a regression, to take them back to their past life. They wanted to see if it was real. And the first one, the older one, she was in an Indian pujari who had a fall down. And as a result of that, he took birth in this life as a girl, but continued on, obviously, with their spiritual life. The other one was an American Negro in New York, and he just, I said, did anything happen to you in that life that was interesting? He said, yeah, man, I met the devotees, the Hare Krishna devotees. So I said, oh, great, did you get a book? And he went, yeah, man. So I said, this is a young 13-year-old girl with a Bronx accent talking to me. And she said, I said, oh, did you read it? He went, no, man, they're nice people. But, I don't read. So the book just stayed there. Then we thought, oh, well, nothing's happened. But it did. Took a birth as a devotee in the next life. And they both thought that they both woke up and said, see, nothing happened, it's not true. I said, just a second, your sister's sitting there, she'll tell you what happened. And then the other one got on, took her she had a good sort out. And then she woke up and said, nothing, I didn't see nothing, it doesn't work, Uncle Jayadev. And I said, ask your sister. She said, you did, you was a black man in New York. Anyway, this is such a revolution. It's so worthwhile being together and just, encouraging one another with the holy names. Yesterday, I developed this thing called drumfulness, where you learned how to play drums with holy names. And I use holy names to show you where to put your hands and how to fast or slow to play them. And then at one point, I might put a tune to one of the mantras. So, for instance, in the middle of the drums, it's gore, 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 and then their crotchets, and then gora, 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 all in the middle of the drum, and then semiquavers, which are twice as fast, so goras and the goras and the goras and the goras and the, like this. So we're teaching like this. And then I said, and on the side of the drum where you get the higher sound, this is jai for jai, these are crotchets, then nitai, 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 quavers, and then nityananda, nityananda, nityananda. So you have goddess and the nityananda, goddess and the nitai, nitai, goddess, nitai, something like that. Anyway, after a little while, then I put a tune to them, and I said, now we're going to take it. Now you've learned how to play these beats. Let's meditate on Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Nityananda. I told her just a very little basic about that. And then I said, now let's take it into drumfulness, which is mindfulness with drumming. So then I just remember Gaura's in the center of the drum, where my knees are, and Nitai's on the side. So it's like, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai. Okay, so on your knees, there's the middle of the drum, and on the side is Nityananda's name. So you ready? Just a couple of minutes of it, and think about the blessings that were brought upon this earth unlimitedly, and still so much more that we yet to understand and appreciate about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai. Everybody now? Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga Nitai. Bit louder, come on. Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga Nitai. One more time, let's go for it. Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai. Sing and dancing. Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga Nitai. Let's just do one more. Sing and dancing and chanting. Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai. Sing them there. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai. All the villages coming out. Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga Nitai. Just one more if you can. Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga Nitai. What did they sing? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sorry, got that wrong. Hey! Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. I said, get off, Jayadev. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so the holy name's Achintamani, isn't it?